Good evening. It's Jay. I'm sorry, that's my Facebook page name. It is Beth Siebert. I am here at Indian River County Fluid Artists. I don't even know what week we're on. I've been painting so long. I just want to get these techniques loaded up for you so that you can practice them with your child at home. Kids at home, hey. I know y'all are thinking you're bored already, but it cannot possibly be. You have TV, you have YouTube. These are things, computers, these are things that I did not have. I had a computer. I always had a computer, but things I did not have growing up. So one of the things that I decided that I was going to do is, first of all, I was going to relax and take a deep breath and not talk so fast on these videos, because that's got to be driving everybody just too much and thinking, wow, she talks too much, and then or too fast. And then the other thing I wanted to say to you is today we got orders that we're supposed to stay indoors, which I think is fantastic, because this is really going to help us slow down the pandemic, and less people are going to get sick. And I'm really glad that it was done. Hooray, hooray, hooray. I mean, it's gonna stink for a month, but if it saves lives in the end, I'm willing to deal with it. I mean, I'm okay with it. So part of my contribution during this time is to give art lessons for free. I think everybody should be helping each other. We can't commune and get together, so we can get together over social media. So what I'm doing is I'm creating, showing different techniques for fluid art for children to do for homeschool. Anybody in high school can do it. Adults can do it at home. It's pretty fun, and it's not really hard. I'm using very common things that you can find around your house. I can't really, one of the rules is I can't use anything that you can't find or that isn't a paint supply. I have made up these bottles in advance. I hope I've got that so you can see it. These are actually cake bottles, decorating bottles, and this one actually is a mustard bottle. You can get these two for $1 at the dollar store, and I at one point had all of these just labeled, like this one's white, but then I went to the cake bottles because they're smaller, and I could do more intricate work. So these are, when you get them at 50% off, they're about the same price, but they're smaller. But I like the caps that they have. So these you can find at Michael's, but Michael's is probably only going to be open, I don't know how much longer. We are only supposed to go places that are essential. I do not think that is, Michael's is on the list. Although I would vouch that Michael's is very therapeutic and very calming, and I hope it stays open, but I'm not making any promises. Paints, I know you can get online. Amazon will deliver just about anything. I have had my grievances with Amazon before, but I have to say they've really come through this pandemic. So we are on today 10x8 canvases. That's all we ever use in this particular class. It's really an introduction. I'm just really showing you really basic fluid art techniques. On the back of our canvas, we have painter's tape. We just tape the edges. Now this isn't going to protect your edges entirely, so don't get too excited or too upset if you get paint on them. It's just going to protect them a little bit. And these are just tacks that you actually have to nail these into the back of my 8x10 level 1 canvas from Artist Loft. And these, like this paint, which I absolutely love to death. I love this paint. This is 24 karat by DeciArt, and really when you go to the paint store you can't find this. You have to order from Amazon to get it. This is Valspar that I got from Lowe's that I mixed. These are all mixed with Floetrol, which is a leveling medium. You can buy a regular medium like Liquitex, or you can buy Floetrol, which is in the paint stores. It's really up to you. I just use Floetrol because it's more accessible and it's less expensive. And I haven't tried the Liquitex mediums yet. And then this is an artist loft, and this is a metallic red. So basically I have several different paints. I use Golden, I use Liquitex, I use Folk Art. A lot of people think that you have to use the most expensive paints in the world, and that just isn't really true. You can use any paint to really get your canvas going. So what I'm going to do, underneath here is my Lazy Susan that I bought from Lowe's before the crisis happened. Granted, there was no toilet paper, but I could get the Lazy Susan for about $13. So what we're going to do is just another technique painting. I'm going to do half of it in, I think, I'm really torn between doing black and white or black and red. I think I'm going to do black and red. And so I'm going to do half of it in black and the other half of it in red. Maybe not. Maybe I'll do black and white. I don't know. I get really torn. I know, and it's really awful, isn't it, that I'm so ambivalent about it, because a lot of these paintings I do spur of the moment. I know one side I want to be black. So for certain we can start there and work our way across. I think I wanted it to be black and red was really my ultimate goal, was black and red. So let's see if I can get. Now what happens with these is sometimes these get clogged, and I had, which I don't have out right now because I never have it when I need it. And I never seem to have everything I need when I need it here. A shish kebab skewer. Ooh, that should be coming through. I can see through it. Why can't I not pour through it? To go ahead and poke the end out. And then normally, because you'll get like coagulated bits in here. See, and then you'll get it all coming out at once. And you don't really want the all coming out at once. That's not a good time. Okay, so let me wipe that away quickly from going into the part that I want to be red. Now I always find the edges here hardest, this like lump. It's like a lump here to get over it. And that's because we don't have the wood in the back of it. Normally when you paint, you put wood under your canvas so it doesn't bend. And because we don't have that, in level ones, our canvases can warp, and that becomes an issue. Let's see, I want it to be straight, and I want to get my edges here while I have my black paint on my spatula. So while I've got the black paint on the spatula, let's go through here and just do it. So if you can see that, I'm just doing my black on the sides. Not a big deal. And, you know, this is for kids, but I hope mom and dad are doing it too, because mom and dad need to de-stress too. I mean, this is really, really stressful to go through. You know, and the saddest part about this is that, you know, we do this every year for hurricane season, and we just had Hurricane Dorian. That really was going to knock our block off. If we had hung out with Hurricane Dorian, that thing would have knocked our block off for certain. Again, mom and dad, the black paint always shows up the most. So just to let you know, but I'm cool with the black paint showing up right now. I want it to be here. So that's a good thing for it to happen, to show up now. So I'm going to do the other side, I think, in red, white, and black all over, isn't it? It's like a little kid's riddle, isn't it? There we go. Just put that in there. Edge it ever close. Just put as much as I can in here and kind of squiggle it around too. So, you know, I'm really happy that you know, nobody wants to be locked in the house for a month, or to be limited in their ability to go places and do things for a month. None of us do. But if we're going to be home for a month, we're going to do it together. So I think that this is a time for everybody to show how patriotic they are and how strong they are. And, you know, we're basically in this together. We have no choice at this point. I mean, everybody in the world has this. So, I mean, I'm on the Twitter with my friends in Australia, who I love my Australian friends. And so, you know, I'm asking them how things are down in Australia, which apparently they don't have it as bad as we do. And I'm like, stock up, because we didn't think we had it that bad either. It may be coming your way. So, you know, just be prepared is always my answer to everyone in every situation, is no matter what you think, be prepared to be wrong. And so, you know, very stressful for everybody in the world. But it's nothing that we can't rise to and really become better people for. So I just think that, you know, we can, and I'm just doing my sides here, guys. If you can see this, I'm just dabbing this down my sides so that my sides are covered. Like I said, you know, you don't have to do this, but if you ever go pro someday, you're gonna want to have it done. And I really hope to get to see some of these. I hope you guys do them and I get to see them, because these are kind of really fun technique paintings that, you know, I'm kind of making up spur of the moment as I go. Let's see, this seems like I got black in here. And I don't want black in my painting. Not yet. But black is coming in this painting, trust me. But this is not the time for it yet. So let me level that out, get that side. So I've been making these videos, hoping that you guys are enjoying them. If you're not, you know, enjoying them, at least laugh at me. I mean, you know, have some fun with this. I'm making a complete fool of myself doing these things, if anything. I mean, I'm, you know, really trying to give you guys something to do at home together. Yeah, because it can be stressful, and I know you guys can get cabin fever. This is something you can do and really enjoy. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the daring leap. And I'm going to go and I'm going to put a line of gold, of thick gold here. And then I'm going to put a line of white, thick white through here. Now you're going to say, why in the world would you just do that when you went to all the trouble to get those lines straight? Yeah, it is kind of crazy, isn't it? Okay, well, because I am using this today, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, we're using a good old-fashioned comb. And remember when I said silicone is silicone, but coconut oil that you use for your hair, this is, I don't know, I gotta look at my turn my glasses on, hold on. It's extra rich coconut miracle oil. And you use it on your hair, it's full of silicone. So I just spray my bottle down off camera here. Right, and I put it on my comb. Because we're going to drag now. We're going to take the silicone and we're going to drag the silicone through. And we're going to do a different type of swipe. And let's see how it comes out. I mean, again, everything is an experiment. I don't own a patent on any of this. Many people have done this before. Certain I saw this on YouTube somewhere. Okay, so I'm just going to swipe like that and bring it up. Now I don't really like that swipe, so I'm going to go get a different swiping tool and see if I can't do better. So hold on, I should have been prepared. See, I wasn't prepared. My fault. My fault entirely, ladies and gentlemen. Different swiping tool, but I'm coming back through and I'm going to swipe with this. Okay, so I'm just going to lightly put this here and swipe. I really wish I had gone to the hairdresser because my hair is just a mess for this entire pandemic. And I'm certain I'm not the only woman that is suffering from that issue. But we all need like a day at the beauty parlor after this. A beautiful day at the beauty parlor. So I'm just swiping, bringing cells up, trying to get the gold to come up. Okay, so here we go through the white again. Just swiping away, giving it the old college try. Now I have plenty of extra here on my swiper that I could have used on the side of my canvas. So, I mean, if you don't initially remember to do your canvas, you can always go back and pick it up with your swiping stuff, with whatever's left over from your swipe. Like right here, I'm gonna put that right on that side of the canvas. Just dot it on there. I may need to swipe that a little bit harder. I have a bucket of water down here. I'm wiping this off, the swiping tool off with, because it's kind of pretty thick paint at this point. Once you let your paint sit out in these bottles, they tend to dry and get pretty thick. So we got really some nice lacing and some cool cells, and we haven't even heated it up yet. Okay, and then let me do this last one through here. Whoa. Hopefully we got something out of that. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe gray. Who knows? Like I said, everything's an experiment. So now we are not so even anymore, but we have some really pretty stuff going on in our black. So I'm going to go back with white again. And I'm going to put the white in front this time. And I'm going to swipe with the gold behind it. And I'm going to put really thick gold. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to swipe with this now. And hopefully we'll get some pretty swipes. I'm going to just start in the middle. Just for what the heck's sake. Oh, I missed a piece. I'm going to have to go back and get that one. And so you can always go back and re-swipe and pull through. It's just not a lot of fun to do because you worry you're going to drop water in it or you're going to turn it to mud is the major thing. Okay. So I lost a lot of gold on that one. Not happy with that swipe in particular. I may go back and refix that. I don't know. We'll see. This is how the world works. You see, if you like it, you move on. If you don't, okay. Let me put some more gold in here because I got a trail now. I'm looking at a trail right there. Okay, so let me go and swipe up here. Just gently pull. I got another trail going. I hate the trails. Let me see if I can. If you don't hold the swiping tool exactly even, it will create trails, which is worse. Actually, it's worse. So let me see if I can swipe that. So I've got like a trail right there that I've got to do something with. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I'm going to do something with it. If I have to re-swipe it, I will re-swipe it. Long live the king. I definitely do not let these things go. I probably could re-swipe that entire section and get away with it because it's really not looking that hot. Honestly, this midsection I'm not as impressed with as I had hoped I would be, given it was my first swiping area. But this is like my, I don't even know how many paintings I've done tonight with you guys, but I've done a lot. You guys just won't see them immediately, but I've done a lot of paintings tonight. So whatever I end up, you know, whatever ends up coming out, ends up coming out. I'm okay with it. I'm doing this for a higher cause. Okay, here we go. We're swiping. Come on, please, 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 please. That looks much better. Much, much better. Okay, guys. We are back in the game. All right? So, I still have this area to swipe. Let me pull. Gently pull from here. And this is just like the swipe I did with the paper towel, except for you're using a tool. Now, honestly, this tool I had to buy. I think it's $4 on Amazon too. It's actually used for making curves in pottery. So I use this tool instead of using what I initially had, but also I didn't have to use this tool. I could have just used a paper towel. I've already demonstrated that this technique works with a paper towel. The comb just wasn't going to work with this small of a canvas. Okay, swipe, 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 swipe. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're all set. I think we've done a very impressive job. So let me show you. It's like a 50-50 swipe. We actually did a double swipe. We swiped white and gold this way, and then we swiped white and gold across the red, which really made it pink. I could have gone with black the other way, but I didn't want to. So, you know, I like light in my paintings. So let's heat it up and see. Now, I'm turning this off to remind everybody that first, we're going to be really nice to our parents because they're doing this with us. And parents, your kids are very grateful. And this is a family thing to do together. But the torch is not to be used. This is not to be used by parents. It's not to be used by, unless you are a professional welder, I don't want anybody writing to me about using a torch. Everybody needs to be on the heat gun. You can get that on Amazon. They last longer. They don't require refueling of butane. You can't use a blow dryer because if you do, you'll blow all your cells away. Even though I did on the Dutch pour, I used one. It's not a good practice to get into. Also with ceiling fans, do not leave a ceiling fan on while doing this because it'll kill all your cells and whip them around. So everybody's to use the heat guns because I don't want anyone writing to me that they got burnt because of this. So we're probably going to end up with lacing on the red side, which the red's almost pink. I should have just gone maybe gold with that. So let me see where I end up. I really like the black side. The black side really came out well. But this is like a double swipe painting. It's not meant to be the same. You weren't supposed to swipe it all the way across the same anyways. So, and I actually have some spots in the canvas I'm going to have to fix after it dries anyways on the black side that I didn't see before because it's black. So it's looking very nice. We're getting all the air bubbles out. We double swiped. Let me see. Look, see, don't do that. Right here, when you see that, when you see stuff like that, when you see smoke coming off the canvas, you're too close and you need to stop. You can actually set a canvas on fire. I've done it before. But here's the thing about setting a canvas on fire. I did it once and I learned how to put a canvas out and then I learned how to fix a canvas. So I do not want anybody going with the torch. I have friends that I have taught this to, and they have said, I want to use a torch, and I've said, no way. You're my friend, I don't want you using the torch. And I mean, I have gone round and round with my friends about this issue, and it's not to be mean or anything else, but if I had started in fluid art and I had started with a heat gun, I'd have stayed with a heat gun. There are people that swear you get better cells out of a heat gun. So, I mean, just speaking on a cell level here, you may get a much better painting out of a heat gun than I can get out of a torch. The difference is that it's custom for me to use a torch because I started fluid art in a time when people were using torches. I mean, that literally is the only reason why I'm using the torch. It's not because of the fact that it means that I'm better at this or anything. It just means I started in a different time and have a different cultural aspect to it. So this is what I did it. It's called I don't even think this has a name. I don't recall seeing anybody do it, but I call it a double swipe. And it's when you swipe with two colors in different directions. There's a lot of different things I can show you that are really incredible texture-wise with doing this. But right now, we're in the house. We've got a lot of time on our hands. TV is going to get boring and we're going to fight over it. So we're not going to fight over the TV. We're going to be nice to each other. And I'm making videos so that parents that homeschool their kids and kids that are bored have things to do that are positive and constructive at home. And so I'm making this for you guys. And I hope that you really enjoy it. And I hope that you stay safe and that you stay positive and that you stay healthy. And God is with all of you. And I'm praying for everybody. And I will continue to make little paintings until such time that I run out of canvases and I can't get any more. Right now I have some. I can do this, but there may come a time when I run out. So I'm just asking y'all, if you do this, to document it. Please, I would love, 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 love to see your work. If you want to put it on my Facebook page, I would love to see kids' schoolwork, if they did this for an art class, or even the parents' work. Anybody that's interested, if you want to do one of these and put it up underneath this particular technique in the YouTube video, I would really appreciate seeing it. I'd love to hear from our friends around the world. I have friends on every continent but Antarctica. I don't know why Antarctica is snobbing me, but they are. But I really hope to hear from everybody. We're all in this together, and we're all on the same page, and I think that we should help each other. And so we're home, but we're together, and we're gonna get through all this and be just so much stronger as a world and such better people. And you know, really, to be honest with you, so grateful just the day we get out that we know that we're going to be healthy and we're going to be okay. I mean, we're going to have a lot of gratitude, and that's going to be a whole new turning page for this world. So I want to thank everybody for watching, and I think this is my last one for tonight. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning, and hopefully I will see you in another one, and I'll show you the comb. Usually the comb I do with the bigger canvases, though. Honestly, the comb I use in the bigger canvases. So please keep me posted as to what you guys are doing. I'd love to hear it. So this is Beth Siebert, Indian River County fluid artist. We are in pandemic paint pouring. I don't know if this is, I'll put whatever video number it is up on this thing. I don't even know if it's 6 or 7 at this point. But anyways, I hope you have a really awesome, awesome day. God bless. Stay safe. Stay home. Stay positive. And we'll get through it together. Thank you so much.